G'day legends, welcome to Wilson's Worlds, or at least the world full of these lovely ladies at the moment. Just been trying to work with them to get a decent thumbnail, but not very helpful for some reason. So thanks for joining me here on episode 8 of GenX Plays Minecraft. It's a bit rough. Today, the main part of it, we're going to be building a witch farm, which personally I think is in the top 3 farms that you can make in Minecraft. That'd probably be in a trading hall, bartering hall, and the witch farm. It gives you a wide variety of items, but your best ones are the redstone, massive amount of redstone, and gives you the gunpowder for your rockets and TNT. So we're going to get into that, and then we're going to do a bit of a walk around the base at the moment, because I've done quite a bit of add-ons and upgrades and such forth. So yeah, we're going to check that out. So yeah, first thing we could do is search and find our witch's farm. Oh, witch's hut. Alright, thanks for joining us, guys. Cheers. G'day, here we are. Well, we've just been flying out a few thousand blocks and to get to that little building just down there, witch's farm. Or sorry, witch's house. We're going to make a farm out of it. So yeah, we're out a fair way. This is about the closest one to our base. So what we've done, we're going to fly out here, check out the area, probably figure out where we're going to put a little sort of temporary base and a portal. Then probably head back and dig a long tunnel through the nether. That'll be lots of fun. All right, I'll bring you back if anything exciting happens. Cheers. All right, time for a quick overview of the map. As you can see, right up the top left-hand corner is our witch's farm. It was by far the closest one to our bases. So yeah, that's what we can do. A bit of a travel, but once we've got the tunnel dug out in the nether, yeah, it won't be too much trouble at all. All right, let's get back into the farm. All right. Whoops, wrong way. We're back. All right. A little proper way before I fall off. Okay, we've cleared the area around the witch farm, as you can see. So we've got a nice clear area of everything. We're going to be following a tutorial by Silent Whisperer. I have built this farm before, and yeah, it works pretty good. So that's what we're going to start up next, and I'll bring us back in a bit. All right, cheers. We're back again for an update. Got a fair bit done so far. So we've got, that's our AFK spot up the top there. Basically we had to verify exactly where the witches spawned. Then we're able to set up just inside here. We've got a trapdoor. There's actually a witch in there now. Hello. Yes. Trapdoor with the trident hooked up to it. Basically, yeah, very simple. This is just a very simple timing circuit. The Cataclysm eats the experience from the witches, supposedly, so yeah, it doesn't clog up the system or anything like that. So we can just turn it on. There goes our witch. Alright, we've started on the sorter down the bottom here, just slowly building it up around it. So actually probably throwing some stuff in now that which shouldn't be in there, but we'll organise that later. It's probably all sitting in here, isn't it? Yeah. Thank you. Alright, so yeah, we're just building up around the item saw at the moment. So we've got 7 slots in that. We'll have the potions running off the end here, and we'll probably end up pushing the redstone one into a crafter setup, so it makes it straight into the redstone blocks. Alright, yeah, not much else. It's a pretty simple farm. It's awesome. Like I said, it's Silent Whispers. I'll leave a link to it in the description, and yeah, definitely worth it. Alright, I'll bring us back in a bit. Alright, we've just finished about a 20-minute test run, so we're just going to nip down and see how we went. windows up so it's not too noisy. Alright. Oops. Nice. Well, that seems to have worked well. Everything's working. Basically, we redirect the redstone into this crafter. It fills up. It's basically compared to a full composter over there, so it knows when to spit it out. Spits it out into redstone blocks, which drop down straight into here. Yeah, beauty. Alright, down this end, I've hooked it up a bit different. I've cascaded it down so it'll fill up from the bottom and fill up towards the top. But what you can do too is take out whatever you want. If you don't want any of it, you just flick it and it all comes around and gets spat out into there. Alright, so what we've got to do now is make it look decent. It's probably still going to be a pretty ugly farm. It's Witch's Hut's not the most attractive thing, particularly with the the top of it taken off. Looks a bit sad, but we'll do what we can, and yeah, I'll bring you back and show you all that, and we'll probably do overnight AFK and see how we go. Alright, talk to you in a bit. Cheers. Alright, good morning. We're just over 6 hours into AFKing, so I suppose let's see what we got. We'll turn the farm off first. Let's see how we went. Oh. Lovely. Stop doing that. That's pretty bloody good, really. That's not good though. It might be over full. Yeah, that's not good. Alright, we'll sort that out, empty it out, and main thing is finish this. But that and that are the main things, and they're both excellent. Beauty. Alright, speak to you soon. And we're back again. Just been doing a bit more AFKing. Pretty well finished everything that we needed to off down here. Did a fair bit of AFKing. I'll just go down and see what we've got. I'll show you the finished farm. Alright, pretty well as you've seen it before. All in, and let's see how we went. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? Excellent. We'll go through that in a minute, and I'll show you what we're taking home with us. So we've got what? Swiftness, empties, sticks, gunpowder, redstone, another swiftness, another redstone, more sticks, and some spider eyes. So we'll that's the water breathing potions. Yeah, if we can fill them up into shulkers, we'll take them with us and then convert them up, and especially the swiftness, we'll use them to move in between different points on the nether highway. So we'll set that all up in a little while. I'm just going to clean this all out and head home. See, what have we got up there? There you go. All glowed stuff too. Beautiful. All right, I'll get back with you in a minute. Cheers. Wanted to add this clip in to illustrate the benefits of farmers besides just getting golden carrots from food. But I've got a heap of tools that are in a bit of a need for repair, so I'm going to load up with them and then I've got 8 farmers, so I'm pretty sure I'll need a stack and a half. Okay, shoot up. Oh shit, I need 2 other things. Alright, for a start, I'll show you why I call this a cookie jar, and we'll just take up one of our spares. Alright, well, what do we want repaired? Let's start with you, mate. So we're going to sell the pumpkins and melons. And then we're going to buy the cookies and the golden carrots. Keep it going, keep it going. This way. Alright, we'll put our cookie jar down. Start loading up with cookies. Alright. Obviously, with us doing 4 different transactions, we're getting decent experience. As you can see, it's pumping these tools up. We're up to number 3. You may be wondering actually why I haven't built proper pumpkin and melon farms just yet. Main reason for that is it needs to be, personally, those sort of farms need to be where you're close by a fair bit, so at your base, something like that. So, and looking long term, I don't want to be at the tent base for too long. And all that. So basically, when I move up to the main base, that's when I'll build some decent sized melon and pumpkin farms. At the moment, I'm just going to keep doing with the patch next door. Yeah, but both farms are definitely worth it long term. These trades plus the cookies and the golden carrots. Obviously, golden carrots, you know why we're doing that. Probably best food source, sorry, type. The cookies, yeah, cookies are good stuff too. We've got 2 left. Probably not going to quite get all the tools. No, we'll need to probably do a little bit of selling downstairs just to finish this off. Yeah. I'm just going to leave it. I've got a decent supply back at base of golden carrots. I'm just going to leave it as a surplus down here. This should fill us up with the shulker. Beautiful. Alright, so we just finish off the last couple of weapons. Doing a bit of ink sales. Oops, this one. Should be plenty. That's the thing with the librarians. They're not as good for experience because really there's sort of only the one transaction, unless you're after glass or lanterns. That's not a constant amongst them all. So I love that the librarians, as you saw, they nearly sorted out all the tools that were badly damaged. Nearly there. I could be selling books as well, but because I've got a heap of bookcases, I've converted a few of them over. The problem with that, it's not an overly renewable source. I suppose it is with leather and paper, but as in with the ink, I can just set up a farm and just AFK there, and then you've got everything you need. So, excuse me, whereas the books, you need the leather, you need the paper, time to put it together and such forth. So I'll put this back. We will reload our what we used to pick up our wandering traders with. As we put, we'll keep that on us at the moment. What we're doing here. Set that back too. We don't really need him. Put our items back. Put in here, you beauty. Alright. Should do is sleep if we can. Always suggest trying to sleep before you leave your trading hall, and try and reset it. It basically will reset all the trades. It's a new day where if you don't leave and you come back, because they haven't had that night in the morning, they may not have reset. So you're, I wouldn't have been able to use all the farmers if I'd left before I slept. Even stay away for a while, then come back, they'd still be that, they'd need that sleep overnight sort of thing. So do it before you leave. Next time you come back, they should be ready to go. Alright, so we're going to shoot back these cookies. I'll show you what I do with them, and then I suppose I'll prove why I do what I do with them. Alright, we dump the cookies in the composter. And before I start, I will make sure we're empty in here. The rest in it as well, shouldn't I? Ah, what a good one. Alright, so I'll let that go through, and then show you what I've got there, and then as I said, I'll show you why we do it that way. Alright, I'll wait till it's finished. Back in a minute. Alright, we're back. Let's see how we went. Alright, nearly 3.5. Not bad. Not awesome, but when you look at it as a byproduct of repairing your gear, it's a bonus. It's, in a way, it's free bone meal. And with bone meal personally being one of the best items in the game for its versatility, it's worth it. I mean, it's everything from pretty well anything to do with any of the plants. Plus it makes a really good, cool building block, which sounds awesome when you're walking on it as well. So I'm now going to jump off here, jump over the test world, and show you why I basically do what I'm doing. Alright, I'll bring you back in a sec. Alright, here we are. Took me a little while to find this. What we've got, what I did is basically all the basic foods you can buy off your farmers, and basically I worked out how much it costs you to fill a double chest with the items, then saw how much bone meal we get out of each one, and then worked out a basically a bone meal per emerald. Alright, so with bread it will cost us 576 emeralds to fill that double chest. Alright, out of that we made 433 bone meal. So basically we're looking at each emerald is getting us about 3/4 of a piece of bone meal. Alright, so one pumpkin pie, isn't it? Yeah, pretty bloody sure that I hate creative sometimes. Okay, cost to fill 864. We got 493 bone meal out of it, so it's about, yeah, half a bone meal per emerald. Not real good. We'll skip the cookies for a second. Down here to the cakes. So it cost us to fill it a whopping nearly 3,500 emeralds. Out of that, 493. So not much more than the others. All right, bone meal. So, but we're looking at a piddly, 0.14 bone meal per emerald spent. Excuse me. Ridiculous. All right, cookies. Only cost 192 emeralds, and that'll fill us that up. That produces 432 bone meal, which works out that each emerald is giving us 2.25 bone meal. All right, so if you're going to use the farmers to their full extent, you can see why it's cookies. All right, I think it's mainly just like 1 per 1. All right, all the others will beat the cookie face down, but it's just the sheer numbers that you can buy, so it keeps the cost way down, and yeah, it's worth it for the bone meal. All right, that's it for this world. Oh, I'll see you back on the proper one. Cheers. All right, back at base now, and in the first of the areas that I was going to show you today, we've got a little sniffer enclosure, which has got the 2 in here, lots of moss, bit of decorations. They can't get out, and what this is, because we're up on top of the mountain, well, sorry, about halfway up the mountain, right at the tree farm. So we've got the sniffer enclosure down there, the rest of the base is down the stairs over there. We'll head down there in a minute, and we've got the tree farm in here. So this design actually I got off Gerald, so shout outs to him, thank you mate. Pretty simple. You've got a platform here, which obviously you can have dirt for the majority of them, but you can place it with the myceliums for the nether woods. Basically grow your tree, climb up the platform so you can jump onto the top of the tree, drop it down. Anything that goes off the edge will be all collected in the water, or go down to the bottom, collected in hoppers, straight into a chest. So down here, so everything that comes down is collected in the chest here. As you can see, I've been doing a bit of work, just getting all the different saplings up to a decent amount. Bone meal up here, of course, and so collecting different leaves. And also what we've got here is, this is the output from the sniffer farm. So we've got basically, easy just to show you, we've got a minecart going under all the moss areas there. And just back and forth. Rolls over a couple of hoppers, feeds it into the chest. Too easy. Just put this back again. Alright, so that's the tree farm. So, go the long way down. It's halfway down here. I've set up a bit of a little farm area for the flowers. So these are the different flowers you get from the sniffer, of course. And that's my first batch actually. I'll have to come back up shortly and rip all that up. Excellent. Back down the stairs here. Now, one of the main things I haven't done yet is out the front here. It's still stumping me exactly what I want to do here. Haven't quite figured it out, so we're still sort of procrastinating a bit on that one. Did not here, okay. First thing I'm going to show you is we get ourselves an alchemy room. We nipped over, got some, I can never remember what things are called. Got some nether wart, so we've got a little farm going up here. Alright, we've got our different chests of potions that we've collected from the witch farm so far. We're going to boost them up to the best we can do, and yeah, so we've just got a little alchemy set up here with everything we need. Alright, now, first of our life improvements, make things easier for us, is our shulker box dispenser. So what we've got here, I'll just move these leaves out of the way for a second. Alright, so we've got 3 dispensers, three droppers, all pointed in a crafter. And we've got here is just set up for the recipe to make a shulker box. So what we do when we press that button, it makes one, but what it also does is powers the 3 droppers, and they will then replace what's already in there with another one. So from here all we're going to do is just throw a brand new shulker box and the system's reloaded. Too easy. So we'll just pop that in there for now. Here are our spares. The other thing we've got happening is our little rocket factory. So here we can collect our rockets. I've just put in cotton carrots in there as easier, so it's just a one stop. But all this is, I'll show you before I kick it off, is you've got, this is your 2 barrels, input barrels. You've got one with paper, gunpowder, down through hoppers into a crafter, and we've got a little timing circuit hooked up onto that. So all the crafter does, we're going to look at the side, here we are. So we've blocked everything off except those 2 slots so we can make rockets. It's filled up because it's just hopper fed straight from the source of the barrels here. And once we flick it on, alright, that clock starts clicking away and just start producing rockets for you. Too easy. So as long as every now and then we just click it on, we've got a nice, easy, steady supply. Alright, what else are we going to do? Alright, that's everything up in the base here. What we did, how can I put this? It's certain times I struggle to maintain concentration levels required to play. So it means then too, when I do get the chance to get on, I sometimes get a bit carried away. Before we go anywhere, I don't want to go down there and present the area in the rain. This is shit, so I'm going to pause this a sec, wait for tomorrow, and then I will take it back down there. So back in a sec with nicer weather. Alright, it's the next morning, much better weather. Alright, yeah, as I was saying, periods of time which I struggle to be able to play or do much, but then when I can, I hook in and I go a bit overboard and struggle to stop. So I wanted to start making this area around the base here look a bit more inhabited and a lot nicer. So I started down on our what used to be our little chest monster down there was our fishing area. I've now actually built a fishing hut, and we've converted to the sort of farmland that we had down there into a bit more of a decent farm. So we'll head down now and have a little look at that. Was going to film during the making of it, but because there was a fair bit, I thought it'd be easy just to build it all out, then come back and show it as we go. Great entrance. All right, so this is our little fishing hut. Before we go around, when I'm going to do a build, something like this, I'll jump on the internet and just sort of and hit all the different building sites and just look at just getting inspiration and ideas. So both these houses are, I believe, from the same guy. I haven't got it on me at the moment. I'll make sure I'll put it in the description. But yeah, I'll always modify things, and I generally think you should, depending on the area you're putting in or whatever. But some good builds, and yeah, I'll definitely give them a shout out. So yeah, these are slightly modified, but yeah, I think they sit pretty well in the area. So we've got our nice little fishing jetty there, and storage area. We moved all our stuff across. We got all the crap we collect for fishing, like this. We can use the shelves to indicate well what will be in there once we fill it up. We've got a little outdoor area here, or a bedroom. Right. A little balcony we can come out onto. So I need to improve that view up there. That's looking a bit rough. All right, then we head out the back. A little bit of just a little farm there for him. So basically what I had to do a lot of is convert, because all of this is Mesa, Badlands. So yeah, I removed a fair bit and then replaced mainly just put a heap of stone up there and then started mossing bits and pieces and slowly sort of get it. So I just basically wanted to hide from these sort of areas. So yeah, I didn't do a best job up there, but trying to hide as much of the Mesa biome as we could. So it looks more of a nice nice area. Some of this area is stony shores, so the grass is all right in the greenery, but you'll notice, well, even here it's a bit brown. You notice as we move over the difference in the colour. So we've got a cool little bridge here to get us over our little waterway, and we come over to the farmhouse. All right, don't know if many of you watch Hermitcraft. I would advise you to, or if you're going to watch anyone off it, I'd say B-Dubs. B-Double-O is this guy is a phenomenal builder. He's awesome, and it's where I got a lot of the texturing and that. But they're talking about trying to frame shots and you know, things like that, which is I'm guessing sort of these are the sort of things we're trying to build up to, and yeah, so you can get your awesome shots and the area looking nice. So yeah, basically first thing we did, same here, replaced everything, just put stone down, then went mental with the moss the whole area out. Then we put the two buildings, we picked the two buildings we're going to do, put them in first, and then we can build everything around it. And then yeah, for over here we planned out the area to try and utilise it as much as possible. Just a quick one look at that. See, brown, green, and yeah, it's not because of the sun. As you look over here, green, brown. Right, and that's we're stepping over here into the Badlands here, where over here is the stony shores. You can see the difference in the colours. So one of the main reasons I wanted to put the house more towards the back, so there was less of the sort of off colour on the any greenery, and we put our nice big wheat farm in here. So actually we'll just pop in. Now I haven't decorated at all this area, this building. So basically we've got a nice empty storage area down the bottom here, and up the top, as with the other one, which has got a nice big empty room at the moment. But we can come out here, look out on our wheat fields. Must have been, I stripped it all back a little while ago, and yeah, but we've got bamboo at the back here, just sort of trying to frame it once again, cut off as much as the Mesa as we can. We've got sugar cane up the top there, and then sweet berries. trying to sort of grow it up as if yeah, sort of grapes sort of thing, but yeah, teach you to be to make sure you concentrate where you're bloody going. A couple of things to point out. I'm not comfortable yet on building trees. I've had a few goes and they've come out all right, but at the moment I'm still a fan of the in-game trees. So particularly these cherry trees, they've got a nice spread out to them. But I wanted to build up around the base. I thought that sort of you'll often get the roots sort of coming up, so your base of your trees often raised up a bit. It sort of helps to blend it in, I felt, and then along the shoreline, because the moss sort of comes to a real sudden stop. So I've tried to use the mossy cobblestone to blend it down into the shore. So it makes it, try and make it fit in a bit better. A couple other tricks we did. One thing that once again I picked off B-dubs is starting to put down leaf blocks in the ground to give it a bit of variety and such forth, and particularly you can use the once again, I'm terrible with names, getting old. Azalea, right? So we can put down flowers, so you can actually put a bit more variety. But what I also discovered, where is one? Here we are. All right, so it's from here, it's just a sort of different pattern in the grass, but what it actually is an azalea bush. Little bush. Make sure there's dirt underneath, and it sits there real nice. And you can do the same with, here we are, flowering azalea one. So that's the leaves, and that is actually the bush. Done well there. As you can see, it's just the flowering azalea tree, or bush. And it gives you that bit more variety. Same with the carpet. It's just, it breaks it on the surface up a little bit. And yeah, to make it look a little bit more realistic. And yeah, so that's what I've been busy doing lately. Hooked in and did this too. I've been spent a lot of time doing the farms and sort of building up. So I thought it was time to do just something for for looks and make the area nicer to be in. Probably be looking at look at that creeper face again. I reckon I haven't got the right one. If that's just turned up again there, I couldn't be that lucky. Maybe inside maybe it's just inside an actual proper shaped creeper's head. I'm gonna have to look at that. Where was I? Oh yes, next project we're probably going to be looking at is a bartering hall. We've already got the gold farm set up to feed it, and that'll give us probably one of the main things we want to hook into shortly is we get the soul sand from there. Then we can start speeding up our nether highway. We can lay it all around there. We'll get the soul speed 3 enchantment off them as well. So yeah, we can move around a lot quicker. Alright, besides that, I think we're pretty well done here, so let's see if I can try and frame up a sort of nice shot as the sun's going down. Yeah, don't too bad, do we? A couple of bees out too to add a bit more movement, but obviously the glow bushes and firefly bushes, sorry, and the fallings from the cherry leaves. Looks nice. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe for me, and yeah, pass it on to some old fart that you know. Have a good one, guys. Cheers.